Okay, hold on.
Spicka Span Show!
Okay, get sexy.
And you know what time it is. It's 4 p.m., babe. Get ready for the juiciest of the juiciest shows today. Stay tuned, babe.
All right.
Let's get you going. I'm sorry we were late, everybody, gentlemen and ladies, and everybody who.
What kind of show is this going to be?
What kind of show is this going to be? Let's go. We just got to show off that we do have a mic that performs well. Whether it be eating chips in front of it, drinking water, or Damien's sexy intros. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Tuesday. Welcome, everybody, to another excellent episode. 112? 212? Episode 212?
Yeah.
Probably more than 100. 412? Something like that. The Spicka Span Show, Tuesday at 4 p.m. We had to remind Damien 6 times that today was Tuesday and it starts at 4 p.m. Because sometimes he forgets.
I do.
But he was really active and excited about coming on the show, so thanks for coming straight from work wearing his...
Straight from work, yeah.
Those aren't boots.
This is my undershirt, too.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Dude.
Take it off, like, hey, mega support status. Everybody always asks me,
Let it
like,
be
who are you
known.
gonna support?
Hey, I'm a cop, and I show my support, so thank you, Damien. I appreciate that. Speaking of support, thank you to everybody who is a show supporter across all of the tiers. Thank you to all of our sponsors as well. We've got Gen X Global. Actually, I'm going to throw in... Did you bring your pepper spray? That's a good question, Orlando. Gen X, for those of you who are headed to World Cup in 30 days, Kyle, thanks for the reminder, was like, hey, we should talk, it's time to be World Cup prep.
Time to focus.
So today, everybody's put on notice that we are in focus mode for World Cup. Also, Gen X is having a pod deal going down right now. I believe it is $130 for 50 pods, pod bag, and a hauler. So make sure you guys pull up and get those pods. I know that they sell out at the event. And, if you're really going to focus and, if you're going to give it your all. Oh, and AJ's on WCPPL focus mode. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
WCPPL.
That's before, right?
Final. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks.
Damn.
So we got practice this weekend. I got Orlando and Omega at SC on Saturday. And then the Narco boys on Sunday. Narco guys. Not boys, I guess.
Are you coaching Narcos in WC?
Yeah. Both teams. So.
Dude, they're actually doing good.
Yeah, they actually
They've
are. I
come a long
believe we're in
way.
second place. We're in second place in the
Yeah,
series.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So shout out to Narcos. Shout out to Omega. We just had one of our players on Omega break his hand. So
How did that happen?
football. Jake Squires broke his hand, but we got Rodney. Rodney's gonna be playing. Rodney's been practicing. I guess Rodney's been playing really good.
Oh, his dad?
Rodney?
We got Rodney Squires playing on Omega, filling in for Jake. Not up front, but hanging out in the back. Yeah. I haven't seen him play, but he plays with the guys all the time, and I guess he's playing really well. Yeah, still got it, dude.
And you'll be coaching him playing this weekend?
Next weekend. I'm not coaching him this weekend. He's out of town this weekend. Big thanks to Gen X Global. Big thanks to BFP Gear and Junior and Gina over there. Go to bfpgear.com and just buy something. Maybe there's Dynasty frames right here. They've got those Dynasty frames on the BFP Gear site. Now shipping internationally. I don't know where it is. Look at that. Seen a bunch of people build these out. Then we got the NECTR boys. I'm pretty amped right now. I'll probably have another NECTR because the kids kicked my ass today.
Did they?
Yeah.
How so?
Dude, they were just ripping, man. It's like we try to get them to sleep at the same exact time, but sometimes one won't go to sleep and he's just smiling and not happening. And then right when he falls asleep, the other one's like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh." Yeah, dude. And then, oh man, we went on a walk today. I mean, they didn't walk. I just pushed them around. And then we got back and I'm like, all right, cool. It's time to eat some food and go there and take a nap. Nope. They're ripping. Do you notice you don't hear them right now?
Yeah.
Usually
they're
they're like wailing like wild animals right now. And I get to hand them off to Camille when she gets off work. Nope. They're snoozing right now.
Yeah,
She's getting off easy.
I came by the other day. He was just on the floor with the 2 kids. I'm like, wow, dude. This is interesting.
You're like, is this all you do? I'm like, I think so.
Yeah.
This is all I can do, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't even have time to change my shirt. I got like barf and milk and all sorts of stuff all over this thing.
Oh.
So yeah. Anyway, Nectar. Thanks for helping me get through the day without having drinking. Yeah, here you go. You want berry? What flavor you want?
I don't know. I can.
That one's good.
Yeah, I like the mint. I think the mint. So we're putting those in every single outgoing winners package. Winners, if you are a supporter of the show, we put your name on there.
Your name.
And oh, there we go. Grayson Gladstone gives Rodney Squires the bump right there. I'll never forget when he got 2 kills off the break in Mech 5-man. Dude, kills off the break. Hell yeah. Oh, shout out to Michael Montanari. I got your message today. Yep, I'm on it too. Again, the circle back to the busy day today that we had. Big thanks to Pate Smith and Pate Smith Law. He is working extra overtime right now with the back-to-back. Ooh. You're not supposed to swallow these.
Yeah. I even know that.
Working extra overtime, Pate Smith Law, with everything going on in the hurricane world right now. It's
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're saying it's like the size of Andrew.
I don't know an Andrew.
Hurricane
Yeah,
Andrew. Hurricane Andrew.
Okay. I just don't have in reference my mind. When was Hurricane Andrew?
You guys, that was 1999, I think it was?
Oh,
or a little earlier.
I'm sorry. I just don't have that Doppler
Was it 99?
just close in my head.
Dude, it was like the biggest like hurricane in history.
Right, but
Destroyed
you lived
Florida.
in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, and we didn't have social media back then, so like I don't even know if it made the news. At which point in 1999, when I don't even know if Kyle was born, you must have been 6.
I was 3 years old.
3 years old, so it must have been a killer one for you.
Might have been
I was about to graduate high school, for sure not watching the morning news about Hurricane Andrew. But
Okay.
but it's just not as fresh in my mind. Pate Smith, I don't know if he had graduated law school yet, but Hurricane Andrew. Is anybody? Can we get a hell yeah?
1992.
Hell yeah for everybody who remembers Hurricane Andrew in 1992.
I don't remember. I was 2.
So some people are saying it will be the second strongest
Yeah.
hurricane in Florida history.
It's crazy.
So with that being said, also I launched. Let me grab the link here. A charity raffle on the Dynasty site, same area that we do all of the holiday raffles and whatnot. Pick yourself up a raffle ticket, and all proceeds are going to go to, well, it was originally going to go to help everybody affected in the Carolinas, Tennessee, up there, but it looks like we are going to disperse the funds, and I'll maybe Pate, you might know a good spot to give that to, but there we go. Brian Smith remembers Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah,
You got one of us.
I forgot I wasn't born yet when it happened. I was thinking of a Hurricane Katrina. That was bad too.
We are going to be donating. All proceeds are going to go to hurricane victims and hurricane disaster relief. So go ahead and pick up a raffle ticket. We'll start drawing at the end of the show today. I've got jerseys. We got HORMESIS bands. We got some of these frames from BFPgear.com. And we've got some killer good giveaways, some USA merch, and so on and so forth. We'll add more prizes as we sell more tickets. Is kind of how it goes. But yeah, big shout out to Pate Smith for supporting not only paintball in general, for giving Move of the Events, which we have a Move of the Event for the prelims to announce today, but also for helping people out there navigate the very difficult world of insurance claims. When you guys are struck with a natural disaster or any kind of disaster for that matter, that where you have to deal with the insurance companies, he'll help. Pate Smith Law will help manage the claims, then negotiate with your insurance companies for you. And if you're not sure, they will also review all your files, your cases, and do everything, give you a cost-benefit analysis, let you know if they can help, if they should help, or what can benefit you. They do that all for free. So, well, just the latter part of it free. The rest of it, obviously, once you move forward. But they handle everything with the insurance company themselves, so you don't have to do any of that heavy lifting. With that being said, if anybody's a contractor in the state of Florida, Louisiana, or Texas, hit Pate Smith up because he can use you. You can be helping out, helping the good cause. So again, speaking of good causes, if you guys want to jump over to that Dynasty site, pick up a raffle ticket, and I'm gonna draw a bunch of prizes for the today. Let's see. There we go. Kyle Mooney, Andrew 92, living in Central Florida right now. Hurricane party. Yeah. So everybody who's out in Florida, be safe. Hopefully the fields don't get too torn up. I know that. Yeah. Make sure you guys, if you're a field owner, deflate the field and unstake them now. Otherwise, they're gonna be floating. I don't know. Some people leave like the field up forever.
Yeah.
You know.
Builds character.
Yeah. It's actually a good way to promote paintball too. Just like inflate like the entire like if you.
Oh, and they just start flying.
Flying everywhere.
What's this?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
it's
this?
a paintball.
Wow. You know,
Oh,
like
that's-
usually like a meteor or something like that would come in.
Let's go on Google.
Yeah.
What is this? Paintball bunker.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
We should go play. Genius.
Dude, if anybody has any marketing contacts and you'd like me to freshen up the marketing department, you let me know. Let me know. I'm full of good ideas up here. So big shout out to everybody who supports the show. Thank you guys all, and of course Alex FRAIGE, who's right there. He's always with us right there.
Yeah, he is.
There he is, right there. Crazy old Al.
I should see if we could get him on today.
Let's get Al on today. You know, because he called me and he didn't leave a message, and then I called him back and I didn't leave a message, but he didn't call me back. You know, don't you hate it when that happens?
I do. Like you, I do that to you.
Like
you do it to me.
Huh.
Other way around. Like I call
So
you and you don't answer.
Uh-huh. And then do I call you back?
Yeah, but like that's.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, back to like the marketing thing. Like that topic.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Dude, okay. So whenever you think of the veteran game at World Cup, which they've been doing for 2 years now. Remember when you guys did?
I feel like they've done more of them. Yeah, we did Spicka Span Show live from Florida.
When it was happening.
Oh,
We
yeah,
did.
when you were playing.
Yes.
Dude, should we get a Starlink and do that again?
Yeah, I think so. That was a great
Does
show.
anybody here have Starlink and they're going to World Cup? I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
If I don't, I'm gonna write it down. And
I
then,
don't know
hold
what
on.
Starlink
I
is.
need to start doing this. You don't even know what Starlink is?
No, is that the thing that they just got on the United flights for Wi-Fi?
Yeah, that is actually. That's yeah.
Mhm.
They partner with United and I think Delta.
Dude, I'm good.
So anyway,
It's,
but that's not what it is. That's
Iran
just
satellite.
yeah.
SpaceX.
Yeah,
It seems like
it's
a
pretty.
train of satellites.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
No, you're fucking.
I'm not messing with you.
Oh.
But he's catching on though.
Yeah.
That's good.
I am. I'm good already.
Okay,
Got
so
your guard
anyway,
up.
sorry. You got your guard up. All right, you go. So we
Okay,
did the
so
show last year.
Massive, like, if you're in the military and people that are prior military, like, it's a big common thing where, like, you like to, like, shit talk other branches, right? It's just like a thing. It's out of respect, but it's like, so with this veteran Commanders Cup thing at World Cup that they do, Chris Rangel, which is in charge of it, he's doing this new rule now.
And it's cool. Like, it's like a pretty big honor to be able to, like, represent your branch of the military and play in these types of things. Like, that's cool. I think that's great.
I think it's fantastic. And you have, like, all these people. I don't know how big of an attraction it was for veterans, but, like, people specifically only come down just for that.
Yeah.
So he's got this new rule now where he's not allowing the same pros that have played it before play it now. And people that played last year can't play it again this year.
Every single?
Every
So
single
you're
person.
never allowed to play it again.
He said, well, for now, the rule is if you played it last year, you can't play it this year.
Is there enough people to...
There's crap load of people.
So how do they pick the team?
It's just if you served in the Navy, you play for the Navy team. And then
But are there other pro or high-ranked players out there?
for the Army, I think they had like 3 pros, one from Energy Elite, one from ML Kings, one from Infamous. Navy, it was me and this.
But are there enough pros to play multiple times? Like, are there going to be another set of pros? Was what I'm saying.
No, but the thing is, let's say the Navy, me and this one, oh my God, what's his name?
Vince?
Vince.
Yeah.
Me and Vince, now we can't play it, but Navy, there's no other pro for the Navy that can play.
Right.
But now let's say Army, which has got a bigger group of people.
The
Right.
Army's bigger than the Navy.
Yes.
Right.
Which
Which is strange because there's more water than there is land.
Yeah. But the Army, yeah.
Do you know this?
The Army just hires anybody though.
Oh, okay.
So, But the now the Army, his whole approach was that he doesn't want it to be unfair and unbalanced, right? Because we won last year,
Go Army.
so now he doesn't want to do that. So he wants to give a chance to other people.
Okay.
Now, do you understand? Like, what do you prefer as audience? Do you prefer a more competitive match, which better players?
Well, it doesn't sound like it's very competitive. It's you and Vince against a bunch of guys that aren't pro.
I know, but you feel like the whole point is the Navy feels the best team they have. The Army feels the best team they have.
Yeah, okay. I can see the argument on both sides, but I would actually argue that if there aren't enough pros to be able to turn over, right? So if this year, if he does this thing where you can't play, they should allow pros to play every year as long as there's no one to replace them. Does that make sense? So let's go to the Army. There was one guy from NRG Elite. If there was another pro out there that was able to take his spot, then they should swap. Just like in divisional side, they would end up swapping, because I think it is for all intents and purposes, it's fair to allow everybody to have an opportunity to represent their branch of the military. Is Space Force in there?
No.
Why
I
not?
don't think anybody from the Space Force would dress up in a costume and shoot paintballs at people.
You guys all dress up as costumes and shoot guns at like birds and people.
Birds.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But no
or
Space
boats
Force.
in your sense. You know
No
what I mean.
Space Force.
They wouldn't dress up in costumes.
Dude, we wear costumes.
So what you would say is the Space Force is the most elite level of the branch of the military because they wouldn't stoop to your guys' level by putting on costumes and shooting each other.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting. And no Coast Guard either. Huh.
Yeah, there is no Coast Guard.
Yeah.
It's
What about National
real
Guard?
branches.
Yeah, a lot of
National
these,
Guard
a
is
lot
not
of
a
these
branch.
teams have like D1 players.
But like now, I feel like it's
too.
unfair.
Yeah, well, Navy doesn't have any
Yeah.
higher than there's one D2 guy, but that's IS, and everyone.
So
else is a
I would
team
say I would argue and maybe bring this up to his point. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that there should be pros allowed to play in this every time to kind of like? Because I think it's also a really cool opportunity for anybody to be able to play alongside of and with pro players. You know, that's like one of the cool things about Oliver's joust that he was saying is a coach, part of the team. You're on a pro team, or when we do the big games. We had the Champions Club out there. You did the big game that one time. That was fun. And it's like it's a cool opportunity. Like we just did Clowns versus Zombies last weekend, and we had a bunch of the Champs Club. Michael Montanari was in there. Brady, Steve Sant, Kevin. Dewey, Dan, we had a bunch of guys out there, and it's cool because like we'll rally the troops and we'll roll out there, and we'll like try to lead charges and just like it's cool. It's a cool opportunity to be able to play. So I think that is one of the points. Tomcat says let Damien rip, dude. Send it. Why not?
Of course,
Yeah.
Anyway. I like my whole argument.
No one played Navy as a kid.
Battleships.
Isn't that the?
Ooh, yo, I've been firing recently. So my whole argument, my whole approach was nobody like as an audience as well. Like you want people to watch this and support it more and like advertise it more. Like you want there to be some form of competitiveness in it.
I do understand that factor, like the audience.
Yeah,
Factor.
and it's playing on the pro field. Like this is like shown to people.
Have you spoken to Chris?
I have, and he is very one-sided on it. With all like respect, obviously, like I understand his approach, but he's just like not nudging. He's like, I want everybody to get a chance to play, and I get that. But like me, for example,
Does
like I
Chris
was in the
play?
Navy. Yeah,
He does play.
Yeah.
With what team?
I think Marines. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I don't want to bring that up, but yeah, pretty much.
But did he play? He's not playing back. He's not playing this year though.
I'm not sure. He played last year, I think.
Yeah, so he can't play this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
got the rosters here.
But the thing is like, I was in the Navy. I would love to have played Navy football, but I'm not gonna go play Navy football because I suck at it. Right? I can't compete. So,
If
like-
they let you, if it was like, all right, we're putting on a Navy team, but just whoever kind of signs up first.
Yeah, but you're still gonna be playing probably the better group of guys, right? Regardless.
Well, it would unless the rules were, it's just kind of whoever signs up. So that's the thing. It's like I get it. I get his idea of being as inclusive as possible. However, at the same time, I believe that it should kind of fall under the category of like a semi-pro event. So you should be allowed to field a team with specific bodies, and if there's no other pro to replace you, then you should be able to be the pro. Yeah. If there's another pro, then you guys would have to swap off.
Why don't you guys vote on it?
I
That's another one.
And he so I wanted to bring it up here.
So because there's only one person that runs it, not a group of people.
No, it's just him.
Right. Well,
which owns essentially
and
the
so,
militia group.
Yeah, and so the way I believe it would be very difficult to vote on is, you guys didn't even smash everybody last year, right? It was close.
Yeah.
Kind of close. Well, I mean, if there's 4 branches of the military and one branch has all the pros and beats the hell out of everybody, then the other guys are gonna be like, well, yeah, maybe we should let those guys play again. Let's get a new team.
I mean, Navy had 2 pros, Army had 3, and we still beat them.
Oh.
So it's like, it's like, and if we lose against them, I'm not gonna complain. Oh, they had more pros. No, be better. Like that's like my whole thing. But I just wanted to. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the whole 1 pro thing on the field, like Mexico, is a great.
That's a cool concept.
Thing. But
yeah, maybe you should have I don't know.
So people should message Chris Rango and tell him.
Yeah, can you tell them where to message his phone number? You want to put it in there?
No, just like on Facebook. Just let him know.
Let him know. What do we want to say?
Just
okay.
Change the rules. Just allow 1 pro on the field at a time. It's not going to make that big of a difference.
I guess if if the other teams don't have pros, it can make it a little unfair.
Well, then that branch just
go ahead and copy what I just wrote
players.
and then just paste it right there.
I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with society nowadays is we're always like...
And let Space Force in. That's right. And let the Space Force in.
Yeah.
We can expand
who's
it.
Who's going to be the Space Force? You?
I'm obviously not in the Space Force.
Okay, who is? Nobody knows anybody. I've never met a person that's in the Space Force.
Well, because the Space Force was created after to be in space. In space, you guys are on the water. They're up in space. Like it's obviously. I mean, you just learned about Starlink today, so obviously the Space Force is like way beyond your scope.
I'll get there eventually.
Of reality, you get into space?
No, not there.
I think a vote would be good.
It would.
I think a vote would be good.
It would.
A lot of Navy people went to the Space Force. There we go.
I know a lot of Army people didn't.
I don't know if that was a dig. You think it was a dig?
At Army.
At Navy?
No.
Huh. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll never get that whole because I mean obviously San Diego is a pretty big military town. We've got Navy, Air Force, and Marines here. Do we have Air Force?
We have Air Force, yeah.
Which one? Where is that?
I forgot what base. It's pretty. I don't even know the name of the base, but there's a base here, an Air Force base.
So we just don't have Army. Do we have Space Force? We have Coast Guard.
We have Army is also in Camp Pendleton.
You think so?
Yeah.
No shit.
Army.
So anyway, we get back to what I was saying is I've seen them like fight each other on the streets. Like we're better.
It's a thing. That's the fun part about it.
Huh.
People in the military are like, oh yeah, hell yeah, go Navy, beat Army. Like every slogan is beat Army, beat Navy.
I didn't know it was fight them.
Yeah. You do what you can,
man. Yeah. So.
Okay, that's all.
We'll work on it, and we'll work on a way to eloquently explain how important it is to allow pros to mingle with their compadres in the respective branches.
That was good.
Write that down.
That was very professional.
Okay. So all right. Well, there we go. What did Chili Borat said?
Bring back Miami Rage.
Bring back Miami Rage. So, all right. So we've got the charity draw coming up. We've got the Gen X pod deal going on there at World Cup. The link is in here. I'll share it again here shortly. We've got to explain what Starlink is to you. Big shout out. Oh, thank you, Steve Sant, also for the Cooper's Hawk wine. We didn't drink it yet, but all 3 bottles did somehow make it back in my gear bag, sandwiched between my tank, my loader, and my guns. So I was expecting that thing just to be pouring just red wine out all over the floor.
And they all made it.
They all made it. safe and sound, and I get huge brownie points. When I
Where
come
was
home.
that at?
So we were just in Chicago at Paintball Explosion.
Who won?
I don't know. I had to leave beforehand. That's a really good question, and I meant to ask Steve, who did win the Clowns? Anybody here from Clowns versus Zombies know who won? It felt to me. So we were on the
Zombies?
Clowns team. Shit, which one?
Your
were we?
that story post you did.
Oh, dude.
Looked like a zombie.
Do you want to see it? It's like a big samurai face. It's pretty.
Okay.
Did you wear
It
it?
looked like a zombie.
I wore it.
Like,
I'll
it
go
looked
get
like
it and I'll show it to you guys. It was pretty, kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
Endless tanks.
What's that?
Endless tanks.
Yeah, so anyway, I forgot what team we were on. We were on the blue team. And I didn't even look at the badge. And the red team had an unlimited amount of tanks, but we didn't have any tanks. And there's one road, so there's that big ravine, okay? And so we were kind of just stuck on there, and they had this big, what's called a bumper car house, which is straight CQB. It's like this huge, like, barn house with a bunch of different small rooms, and just people in there, just from like your team and their team. It's just like when you go in there, you're getting shot for sure in the forehead and the back of the head. Oh, yeah, it's a guarantee at close quarters.
You get torched.
And you get torched. And then there's no sand at Paintball Explosion. And okay, so we were clowns. So then there's like this road that divides kind of like their half and our half, but I think it's more like a little bit more favorable to their side. And every time that we'd be pushing up, this dude in the tank had like a double, like, it had like a little trolley behind it. There are like 8 guys in this tank, and the tank is just covered with net. It's like a little buggy with a cart on the back of it, covered in net, with a bunch of barrels pointing out of it.
Dude, that's like not even.
And so, dude, it's like, you can't shoot them. You can only spray them. There's no way to shoot them.
I want to be in that thing.
Dude.
Yo, right?
I did it last year, and it was really fun. Actually, Kevin and I did it, and I actually didn't get to shoot anybody. Everybody was always on the wrong side. But dude, these guys come up and they just annihilate everybody. So as soon as the thing comes, unless someone has a rocket launcher, which we only had 2 guys that had rocket launchers, you had to like hide, just cover, like you're just hiding like this, hoping that they would like drive by you and not see you. But most times, because we didn't have a rocket launcher, the thing would drive all the way to our like spawn point and do like a loop around this roundabout, and then like starts driving back. And all of their guys would follow behind him. So there's the one video I posted with me and Wolf. Wolf was looking one way, and we're inside this house, and I was looking through this window, and the tank drove by, and I was like kind of waiting, and Wolf was just covering my back, and then all of a sudden I popped out the window, and all these guys were following the tank, and you just get to just put them down.
Was it like a golf cart? What do you think?
It could be a golf cart, but it was more of it was like a little like ATV buggy. You know those little gators? It was like a gator.
How much trouble do you think you would get in if you just brought out a spike strip?
Well, do they have tires, or is
like
it
that.
like those?
It's not an actual tank, but I do appreciate
bet
your vision right now.
I mean, I'm
Well,
sure
there
it
was
has
one like that in
tires,
Yeah.
unless it's like one of those things that smooths out tar for roads with the
oh
cement wheels. Then the spike strip wouldn't work.
no, the spike
But
strip
if it's
wouldn't work.
anything like an ATV or
It's an ATV.
golf cart,
It's more like a gator.
spike strip
yeah,
might
yeah.
work.
And then at the Capital Edge big game, which is at the end of the year after World Cup. Have you been to that? Oh, I don't even know why I'm asking.
Dude, I'm actually gonna go to that one.
Dave Baines bought a minivan. It's just like a Honda Odyssey or like a Chrysler Pacifica.
All the windows open.
And then when the doors are open and then the back gate is open, and he just puts us in there, and there's nets on the side, and you get to like destroy people. But the problem is Dave's like driving it through the middle of the field, and the windows are completely covered in paint, so you can't see, and you're just kind of like, hopefully no one's standing in front of the car,
Oh my god!
right?
Bro.
And then you're sitting in the back, and whoever's in the back, like with the hatch open, those guys wear it, dude.
Oh, I bet.
So I was sitting in there at Dave's field, and I was in like one of the side captain's chairs, and I forgot who was in the back seat. But basically, all the people in the back seat, I think it was Brandon Short and someone, and all they have is a shield, like a trash can shield, not like a riot shield or something. And they're sitting in there, and as soon as the van drives by, like everybody, they all turn on the van and start shooting into the windows. And so I'm sitting in the captain's chairs, and like we're getting shot in the back of the head, and you just look back at the people that are in the back seat, and they're like, just It'll
That thing
work.
needs to be reinforced.
Dude, it is super dangerous and pretty funny.
Let's make one.
Yeah, imagine spike stripping someone's personal ATV.
Dude, when I get a ruckus,
And then when-
build it up.
We can spike strip it.
The ruckus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we can put that around and we can take it to the big game. I'm curious.
Let me see. Can you send me a picture of this? I want to. I
You've
think we
seen
might.
them.
I know. He sent me a picture of it. I just want to put. I want to make a funny
kids around
picture.
here have they ride them to school. I've seen them.
Everybody
No,
calls it
no,
like
no,
a
no,
Vespa.
no.
A ruckus?
A ruckus.
Wait,
Remember
It's
Dalton?
an
Dalton
electric
had
bike?
One. No,
No,
it's
it's
like a little
gas.
gas powered. Dalton had one.
where in Arizona?
No, I think when they lived in Chino. It's like a.
Well, I've never been.
It's like a. No, but you've seen it. He'd always
No,
talk about it.
he sent me a picture of it.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture of this thing.
It's got like thicker wheels and it's like low to the ground.
Look at this chick driving this thing. Hold on, stop. I'm gonna. I got this.
They know.
I'm gonna,
I think they know.
yeah, I'm gonna make a picture. You guys take over. for
Dude,
just a
you
second.
cannot tell me if you saw a dude with a ruckus, you would want to chill with that guy. That guy's got like.
Explain. Can you
Dude.
can you put your
I'm gonna
low
get a
sexy
pretty-
voice
I'm
on
gonna
and
get a
just say that
pretty
again?
Imagine me coming down in a ruckus, babe.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, dude. There you go, Tom.
I'm in with Damien. Hey, get on the back. This hog gets.
Tom is gonna need some assistance because in a few months. Sorry, Tom. You told me, but dude, he's getting braces.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got to keep them teeth straight,
Can't wait, dude.
dude.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm gonna put your face on a ruckus real quickly. Hold on.
I
Actually,
saw Eric won the HORMESIS 101 thing
Yeah,
in
I know.
Mexico.
Yeah, I did. How was the competition there? Like, I don't know anybody. I think just two people.
You just knew two.
Well, I know Eric and then one other guy that plays on one of the Mexican teams. But like, is it just only people from Mexico?
I believe so. I only got to see a little bit because we were driving back from Brandon Cornell's wedding, but I'm not totally sure on that. Like, I don't really know too many people that were in it besides Eric. Also,
okay. How did he do? I mean, obviously he won, but like, was it very convincing? Oh, well, I'm just
good save there.
Well-
Good save.
No, I'm just
Good
saying,
save.
like, was it very like convincing? I don't know. I don't know.
The
I've
guy
never
was.
played
I
one
don't
of
know.
those.
I got to watch the final. The guy was up 4-0 on him, and he came back 1.
oh well, that's
Oh, that's
a good
awesome.
one.
That's
Yeah.
sick. Yeah. There you go. That's what we need.
Did
Sorry,
you,
Yeah,
Tom.
Damien did.
did you
leak the
learn how
Tom
to do
guess.
that voice in the Navy?
What? Sorry, Tom. I had to, dude.
Yeah, Damien leaked the juicy Tom guess.
Yeah,
guess.
where's the juicy news?
No. It's
right.
not juicy until that happens.
Yeah.
Leaked
I
the
mean,
news.
Juicy.
you come to the Spicka Span Show to get all the good news.
Dude, we got everything gets leaked.
What else did I have? I had some. There was some new. Oh wait, I know. I got to put that clip up. Okay, never mind. That's what I had to do.
Sorry, Tom.
No, don't worry about that. I put. Well, I didn't have. I need to get a picture of you real quick.
Welcome,
Hold
Chris
on.
Martin.
Let me see. Smile. There we go. That's a good.
Where are you guys? Where are you practicing for Cup?
Dallas, and then I don't know where the. I think both of them might be in Dallas, or Florida. The second one. On the
Gotcha.
layout.
Oops.
What about you?
Philadelphia.
Mm.
Who are you guys gonna practice? Who do you guys practice against?
Like Baltimore Nasty, and then I think Rebel might be coming in. I'm not sure.
That's nasty.
But not too good, dude. Who do you guys think is gonna get demoted or like
I want to hear all that too.
like who do you think? Like who do you think is gonna be
Me? I don't know. Who's gonna get? Well,
like sent down to semi-pro?
oh, shout out to Chris Martin. Yeah. Balt Nasty.
Who's getting demoted?
Who's getting
There you go.
demoted?
Well, Damien should see that. Don't you have that information about like how the points have to work?
Oh yeah.
You should send that to me, and then I can let Damien read it over here.
I don't know if he can.
You saying I'm incompetent?
What? No, it's on. Well, I'm making the thing on here. Let me find it. Incompetent. No, I was more alluding to.
well,
you
as of
couldn't
right
read
now,
it.
like semi-pro, dude. What's crazy is if we would have won our game in the quarterfinals, we would have Leverage would have automatically gotten first place in the series.
Wait, say again.
So our quarterfinal match, we played against Royal City Sea Dogs.
I love that name. That's
It's a
probably
sick
like,
game.
and their logo is dope. Like
It
every
is.
all across the board, dude.
And their colors too, baby blue and black. It's really nice.
Yeah,
So we went to
it's like the Navy.
double overtime with them.
It's like the Navy.
No, that's dark blue.
Right. That's why I said it's like the Navy. It's not the same as the Navy. Baby blue and black. Say that 10 times fast.
So baby blue, black, baby blue, black, baby blue, black,
You got to put baby blue and black.
baby blue, black, baby blue, black. But we lost in double overtime, in one-on-ones, and they ended up obviously moving up to semifinals. But if we would have won that game, Leverage would have secured the series.
Where's Leverage from?
Leverage is out of New Jersey.
Okay.
So now it's between Leverage and Wrecking Crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
For the final.
Yeah. I think
Well, it
Sea
says-
Dogs have a chance too, obviously, but
Yeah, because they're in second.
yeah.
Wrecking Crew's in third.
But yeah, I mean,
All right, ready?
it's gonna be an interesting one.
Hold on. I'm about to make Damien on his, what's this thing called? Ruckus?
Ruckus.
It looks like a Vespa.
It's not a
It looks a little cooler than a Vespa now that I'm looking
Yeah,
more
it's sick.
carefully. All right, here we go. This is a crude reimagining of what it looks like if you were Damien on cruising the streets, I would say, of Pacific Beach. Is that where you're pretty excited? Ruckus and Groms are pretty dope. There
yeah,
we
I
go,
was thinking
Chris
the Grom,
Tinocho.
but the Grom is too aggressive.
What's the Grom?
It's like a little faster version of it, and it's a little more of an aggressive like aesthetic.
So you want to get the softer looking one?
Yeah, I want to get some more chill vibe, you know.
I see.
I want to attract like chill people.
Okay. All right, I can appreciate that.
Hey, do you know of any like pro teams? I've heard 2 teams that are potentially selling their spots.
Let's hear it. Hold on. Let me hear
Wait,
it.
what?
me
I
hear-
gotta get more info.
Well, I mean, why?
I can't just like, throw it out. It's like,
Juicy.
For sure. You
I'm not sure.
No,
Well,
no,
you just-
no, no.
that's
There was
your-
4 teams that the person,
That was the
the
disclaimer.
source gave
Yeah.
me 4 teams, and he said 2 out of those teams are selling their
Oh,
spot.
so we just don't disclose the source.
Well, of course I'm not gonna disclose
All right,
the
so
source.
hold on. Okay, give us
You could say it like
this. Let's give us 5 teams where 2 of them would possibly be the potential people that are selling the spot. That way we can all guess. This is like a fun game.
Okay.
All right, so what's the first team that's selling their spot?
NYX is one of them.
Okay. Yep.
Blast Camp.
Okay.
I gotta look. I'll get back to it.
Okay. So are those the 2?
That's 2 of them so far that I remember.
Right.
Out of the 4 that he gave me. You're not picking. You're not getting what you're trying to get right now.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't just break a code where I just like. Gave
Well,
you
you
2
okay? You
teams
just okay.
that so happened to be it.
So it'd be like then the other ones would be maybe Dynasty and maybe like Houston Heat. So obviously it would be
Well,
NYX
no,
and
it's
Blast
not
Camp.
gonna be that. You said 5 teams, so I'm gonna give you 5.
So I don't
there's,
think
there's teams right here if you want to see.
And from what I have heard,
if you need some team names, they're
from
right
what
there.
I have heard, another team that was given to me, but I don't believe it.
Okay.
This is like on the lower end of the list is Notorious. But that one I'm pretty sure is like not.
Well,
for
so
sure.
so just so we're on the same page, NYX and Notorious are sitting in 20th and 19th place, respectively, and NYX is actually doing pretty poorly out of the 2 of those. So I see ABJ in here, and I think that Notorious just picked up. Who did they just pick up? They picked up. No, I almost said Cody. No, that's from Revo. Notorious picked up 2 players from Lucky 15s. I think.
For Cup, yeah.
For Cup. So Bruvs, that's right. There it is. There it is.
Like I said, that's the team that I least believed to be included in that.
In the selling of the spot?
In that, yeah.
Okay. So
Another
who'd you
team-
hear is going to sell their spot again?
Bears.
Okay, the Bears.
I could see that one.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a struggle bus here.
I don't think 187 is gonna take the pro spot.
Also, yeah, one of those teams may not be able to sell their pro spot if they get demoted.
Or relegated. Or demoted.
Well, yeah, because they're not. they're not
Upton
selling anything.
187 is going to take the new pro spot. Okay.
I doubt it.
Okay. J Tuck. Yeah, so SP will be capped at 20 teams next year. How many teams are in semi-pro right now? That's
Dude,
actually
for Cup, there's an excessive amount.
really.
It's always the first event of the year and the last one.
Oh, interesting.
Because a lot of teams obviously come up and they want to like compete in semi-pro,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, the Bears is. I agree with Jay Alexander. The Bears, that's a believable sale possibility. Just because, yeah, they are. They're not. It's just they're not picking up steam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it feels like they're kind of
Stagnant.
moving backwards. It's gonna be tough, right?
27 teams.
There's 27 semi-pro teams. Damn.
it's a lot of teams.
That is a lot of teams. Vespa.
Oh my. Oh yeah, the 4 championship teams is included in the 27.
Hold on, let's get you.
So total of 31 semi-pro teams.
Oh, so I see this.
There's Damien and his Vespa right here.
Yeah, this Upton team for World Cup has Zaleski, Trailer, Eddie Painter, Thomas Mantoni,
But then,
Josh Pike.
In case you wanted to
Dude.
get a look.
if you guys want a good time, just come down to San Diego and just ride on my Vespa.
I love your gloves.
But you're gonna have to
especially-
be in the front.
Wait,
I'll
you
ride
ride
behind you.
You ride behind the person?
Yeah.
Huh?
Or maybe
You
you
s-
just drive by yourself. But
No, they hang on to this little back thing right here on the little thing.
oh yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
want anybody behind me.
You don't want. You just
No.
want. Yeah, you're the power top.
Oh, 31 teams total.
Yeah, that's what I was
Semi-pro.
saying.
Yeah.
31 total because
Yeah,
of the 4 teams.
Damien, so you're gonna steer?
Yeah.
You're gonna hold on to the person and steer?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I just feel like your arms aren't long enough for like. What if like a bigger guy comes
Don't
out,
be big.
takes you out, like takes you up on this offer. So just by the way, anybody,
true Navy style.
True Navy style. I like Chris. Chris gets it. Yeah, long. Those boat trips are long.
Dude, do you guys have any juicy news? I know you guys have juicy news.
I don't think so. I don't know if I have really anything. I thought I did.
Is Dynasty gonna be picking anybody up?
Not at the moment. I think we're gonna be good. One little tricky thing that we got to navigate is the dang Halloween holiday. Not everybody's got kids, because the wives love and the kids love Halloween. So like that's a practice day on Thursday. So that's gonna be a little tricky. We're gonna be out at X Factor with Impact and then getting a little older with all the kids. Like, I haven't told Sloan yet that I'm not gonna be here on Halloween. Like that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But that's about it from our side.
Damn.
There is a possibility I heard that Giant Sports in San Diego will have their tournament park leveled by the end of this month, which should be pretty cool. I don't know anybody here
an
from
event here.
no event here, but there's only one field. But it could be a great place to play paintball instead of driving an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just like, especially on a weekday, or just an off weekend, just kind of run some drills.
It's what, like 40 minutes?
45 minutes, yeah, 45 minutes. There he is. I see you in here. Look at him looking. There he is. Joey. Nick say.
And Robbie P took us out to a gun range that's right by there, remember? I think that's like an actual gun range. It's right by Giant Field.
Is there?
The Poway
I
range?
thought we went.
The Poway range.
No, there's like something 55. There's a gun range, outdoor.
Outdoor. Oh.
There's an outdoor range somewhere East County. I'm
That's
not
where
sure.
they do the Fuego competition shooting. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're talking about.
Yeah. Resurfacing. Sorry, leveled. I was gonna say it's not very level, and I was just saying that it needs to be level. So,
I mean, yeah, the ML Kings is an interesting one to me. I feel like if any team is stagnant and
you
degrading,
could throw them in the ring for possibly.
I just think they
something.
have a lot of like support, and, like help to keep them.
Well, I thought it was like we were gonna guess based on just some fugazis, and then one of them is going to be the real one.
Yes. Well,
So you would just throw in a couple names.
I give you 4 because I still don't even know.
So who are the 2 that you think, if you were to make a guess, were selling their spot?
I'm gonna guess NYX, and I'm gonna guess the Bears.
Okay, there we go. Well, that was an easy one.
No, you're not getting me. Maybe I'm playing the same game you're playing. Yeah, Uprising had a good showing.
Yeah, and I think that they staved off relegation just with making that second round on Sunday. So yeah, good job with them. We play them at the next event.
Oh really?
What do you think of the brackets?
I haven't even seen the brackets.
I have the brackets.
Well, they ended up Uprising picked up 2 guys for this last event, right? Schroeder,
Yeah, Schrader.
and then they picked somebody else up, right?
I think just Nate.
Just him.
Here's the brackets.
All right, they're the brackets. So who's in bracket 1?
Aftershock, Hurricanes, Bears, Diesel, and Ron Holt, Dynamite.
Dynamite's actually a
Dynamite.
decent team in Europe.
Bracket B is Damage, Fit, Aftermath, Notorious, and Spider Fusion.
I don't know who Spider Fusion is.
Spider Fusion.
It's like 2 very slow teams and 2 very fast teams.
And third bracket is Impact, Ironman, Infamous, ML Kings, New York Extreme. Last bracket is Dynasty, Revo, Blast Camp, Uprising, Tauntauns.
Ooh. I would say that's the toughest
Bracket.
out of all them. I mean, how nice. Well, I mean, I don't know. Spider Fusion. Who is that?
I looked at their roster and I didn't know anybody from there.
Oh, you play down there?
Brazilian
Well,
team.
Brazilian team. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's 2 European teams, a Brazilian team, and then NYX. Is that how it works?
Oh, they were just talking about like the
For the
oddities.
bottom round. The bottom round.
Yes.
Okay. That let's see. Shock, Hurricanes. I mean, your guys is. I feel like the Bears are better than they showed in the last one, but that was definitely a big kick they had there. But that's a tricky bracket also, I think.
Dynamite
Impact, Ironman, Infamous, Kings, Extreme, Fit, Damage, Aftermath. You know, I think if Aftermath had a little bit, I don't know, who do they practice? Aftermath doesn't really practice. They practice themselves mostly, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that they need to have more pro team practices on the layout.
Yeah.
I think that would really help them get a better understanding for the field. Chris, you can see the brackets at pbleagues.com. Click on the NXL, and then the World Cup part will pop up there as well.
Well, I think it helps or hurts NYX if they're in a bracket full of all current pro teams versus the other brackets have a foreign team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I feel like World Cup normally has traditional layouts.
Well, that's actually interesting you say that because I believe that Jason's been onto something new here by getting and updating the layout to make it a little bit more. I don't want to call it exciting, but quicker, right? Where it's not so fast that it's going to put you behind schedule, which I think they've been kind of tight on lately. But it's it is. I don't know. You notice that there's been a theme this year where, with the exception of the first event, even the first event had really fast points, but with the exception of the first event, I would say where they did that asymmetrical layout, the layouts have been playing really fast on both sides of the field, and what it does is I think it tends to make it more difficult to scout and come up with, like, it's one of those things where you roll, all right, this is my game plan. It's like, unluckily, someone's going to do something that's opposite of what I was doing. Yeah. For instance, in the last layout, it's like the back center guy could really only shoot one direction. And if you doubled it up, you couldn't both be off the back. Yeah. So you couldn't both shoot the landing zones of each snake's entry level. So you're kind of like, all right, I'm going to shoot this way and just hope the guy runs to the snake. Or I'm going to shoot this way and hope that he runs to that thing. And so that was kind of one of those
Someone sent me this
layout kind of concepts
that I just sent to you. and it said, show this on the webcast.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
On the,
Open.
I'm not really sure what it is, but
Well, should we? You want to take a look at
Maybe
it?
we should
we-
like, yeah, just in case I don't get in trouble.
maybe we should
You.
watch it first.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble.
What are you gonna get in trouble?
I have
for?
a job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. It's a would you rather. No.
Don't say that.
We can't show that.
Okay.
Let me
Someone just
see
said-
it first. Let me listen to
Someone
the audio
just
outside
said-
and see if I can. If it's a would you rather, mine's are rough.
Dude, you want to go into my gear bag up? Never mind, actually. No, yeah, we can't watch. We can't show that.
Yeah,
I like how you said, I don't know what it is, but let's show it anyway. What do you got? What do you have with Tigerwear? Anything coming out for Cup for Tigerwear?
Yeah, working on some stuff for Cup. I'm gonna have a lot of new stuff too at WCPPL next weekend. Yeah, just seeing how the timeline. Hopefully, we can get this stuff before World Cup. Some newer products that we haven't. Newer products past just headbands, apparel, stuff like that.
Are you guys gonna make? Do you guys do event specific ones? I think you did something for. What was the? You did something specific for one of the events, right? Where it was kind of like themed around the event.
We have been doing headbands.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, for each event, so we're gonna do that for sure.
What's gonna be the theme for World Cup?
I don't know yet.
Oranges, Disney, what are the alligators, pythons, or hurricanes?
Water, because there's SeaWorld.
Or water. Yeah, if you do a water themed band.
Yeah, just a blue.
He's in the Navy. That's what it is.
Whoa, yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you headed?
Have like beer?
No, we got some jackfruit. How's all that fruit though?
Dude, I wanted the. I would tell you.
There might be some of that beer. Unless Camille drank all those.
I don't.
Nasty
No, she
beer.
drank them all.
I brought him. I was like, "Here, Oliver, you can have these." And he's like, "Oh, I hate those." I was like, "Yeah, me too. That's why I didn't want them."
So this weekend, now we've kind of talked a little bit about it in the past about tackling the blind layout kind of aspect. How would you say is the best way to practice it?
Are you saying for WC?
Yeah. Does anybody else? Is there anywhere else that does the blind layout concepts?
WC.
Probably USXVL, which is also Himmen's League, but for Texas. And then I don't know what if that MVPS is like that as well, the Florida League. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
NR.
NRXL. What does NRXL stand for?
National Republic X-Ball League.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think it's Rhode Island.
North.
Yeah, Northern, because Rhode Island's up to the north.
Yeah, but
Rhode
Island
Island.
has its own letter in the abbreviation.
It's one word.
You're not getting me, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I think in your training, like especially this weekend before WCPPL, you need to be practicing like all the different, I think core aspects like those float zones that you and I always talk about. Also, like playing at a fast pace as well as a slow pace, and then a lot of situational things, and then working on like kind of consolidating your communication, because I forgot who we were talking to about the other day. Like a lot of teams have like this huge code library of like 50, 60 codes, and then like we don't even use half of these, you know? So kind of, I think that can start to hinder you because you're trying to think of all these different codes versus being fluent with, you know, maybe 20 codes that you're going to use more often than not. And then also I think really important the weekend before is getting used to like maybe practicing those like just 10-second starts, and then in that 10 seconds trying to identify the other team's box if you're going to use like call outs before the point starts to help your team like line up their their shots off the break. I think those are all important factors. Kind of like get you in that mindset and be prepared, because you're gonna have to adjust right after, in the middle of game one, and then especially after that first prelim game.
How do you handle? And this is obviously this is also plagued Dynasty a little bit too. But how do you handle large rosters? How many guys are on TJ Bastards?
It just depends. Varies between 7, sometimes at 10.
7 to 10. What's
Yeah.
your ideal roster size?
I would say 8. 8
Yeah.
or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9. Okay.
I mean, it just depends. Like, if it's like a really fast layout and you're blowing through guys,
Yeah.
they're just getting winded. It's like you need some backup there.
and that's tricky too, right? Because if you have 8 guys and it's a fast layout, you're hoping that you also have. You're saying you want to have 4 front guys.
Yes.
In that sense.
Yes.
You basically need 4 front guys. And that gets to be tricky, right? Because if you have 4 front guys and they're all, worthy and ready and willing to play and they're playing really well, then you play them off and on, which never gets one of those guys to be hot-handed, it's
And I for sure want to have 3 guys that don't leave the field.
right.
Oh yeah.
My 4 guys that are good at moving around and audibles are like going from
Your shooter and your 2 interior guys.
Yeah. Or like, they can like easily adapt to like a double back center on one side, and that are extremely mobile.
Yeah.
Because
That's a big factor.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been kind of all like on a this season. I've had a little bit of everything, right? So with Omega, we started the season with 2 lines, except one line only had 5 guys, and then the other line had like 8 guys. And I was like,
yeah.
And then the next event we consolidated and we had 10 guys, which so 10's a little too many. 5 is way 5 is. I mean, we were cooked, and then I feel like, and then we played like the July event, which was, it was 110, 117 or something like that at that ASG event. And when you have guys that are on, it was like you want to play them as much as you want. And so it's like, again, Archie said it right. Hot hand in the dice game. You want to be able to play that hot hand as much as you can. And it sucks too, because if you're playing 10 guys and you get shot off the break, it's like, and then if you lose that point and then the next squad loses their point, it's like, dude, you have a lot of pressure on you in this third point, because you haven't actually seen the field, and on a blind layout that makes it extremely difficult. So, and I like on the blind layouts, like trying to sting guys. I'm like, dude, let's just send it on both these spots because no one's guns are hot. Like, this is good. But then you want to get reps, because I like your concept of breaking out. Let's get to some safe spots. Let's play some paintball, and let's try to figure out the field. And let's get the juices flowing by getting like a minute or 2 or a minute and a half. At this point, the points are so long. Like, play some paintball, because you're, especially if you're that early game and you haven't watched a lot. You're like, okay, we're gonna test stuff, but like, we don't want to give the other guys too much confidence in the beginning, but we want to get some, we want to play some paintball.
Yeah.
And so, it's just such a strange, like, it's such a difficult balance to have on coming out on that first point, and it's funny because I was watching the football game last night, well, a little bit. And, when you flip the coin and you're like, oh, I'm going to defer. I want the ball. I want to kick it off first. In my mind, I'm like, no, I want to have the opportunity to score first.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to stop you.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna see what they want to come out with, and it's like, it's an interesting mentality to have. And then to the same kind of thing as like for Dynasty historically, and this is interesting if you guys have been betting on paintball, and maybe I could talk to the KIRGO guys. But if you guys haven't signed up for KIRGO, make sure you guys do for World Cup, because they've been paying out, and I know that people have been getting big bucks on this. But one of the stats, like one of those prop bets that we talked about, is like, will Dynasty score the first point? Because I think historically we'll lose the first point, and it's so annoying. You played with us. You played with us. Like, we always lose that first point for some reason. And it's not lack of preparation. I don't know what it is exactly. Now, in the past, also, we've had to play the team that has already gotten a game under their belt, that's warmed up, which is a pain in the ass. But a long time ago in Vegas, where like Eric Crandall was like, dude, why don't you just run to every 50? Let's go to the center 50, go to the snake, go to the Doritos, and just try to sting. You're gonna statistically, you should make it to one of them, right?
At least, yeah.
And sting somebody, and call it the all-in play. And the reason for it is you get these first game jitters out of the box. Like, get them off the hands. Like, go in there, you're either going to win fast or you're going to lose fast. And if you win fast, then everybody's got to worry about it. Even if you lose fast, you're like, oh shit, like they just ran all those spots. Like the other team's kind of knocked back a little bit, regardless of whether they win or not, because now they have to always worry about it. I think there was a field layout for WCPPL, maybe the first or second event. Remember there was that wide route around that 50, a brick all the way up to that pin. I had Ben run it a couple times. Mm-hmm. That little blind zone that you kind of run up and over. And it's just like, it puts it in the back of everybody's mind. But if you start off with like a heavy punch and all in, when the guns aren't hot, you kind of clear that first game jitter right away. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of thinking about it just randomly last night when I watched that. I was like, man, like why would you want to defer? Like why would you not want the ball? The whole point of like you won the coin flip, like sweet, like let's get the ball and let's go score. Let's punch these guys early. Yeah. Rather than being like, hopefully we don't get punched. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So interesting my mindset on kind of how to come out and kind of play that.
A good thing also to do, and I don't really want to give this information out because as we're about to go play, player teams might do this, but like this might just be good practice to do in general, but if you have 2 days to practice this weekend, even better. But even if it's just one long day, maybe like switch a couple bunkers around midday, or try to see like if, you know, there's not too much variation going on, like with different plays and the team that you're practicing against, or it's just kind of repetitive. Like that's when you should maybe switch a lane, how a lane's blocked, or like make it easier to get into, you know, entry into the Doritos or entry to the snake, moving some bunkers around so that you can get, you know, different looks faster, because that's essentially what you're going to be faced with, you know, with a blind layout. So I don't know. I feel like that is kind of something that is important. And then also too, I mean, I think you could safely say that there's been a theme with the layouts we've seen in WCPPL all year, and there's a theme with the NXL layouts, just like how we're talking about, you know, these faster pace. So maybe as we're coming into these last events of the year, whatever you know, whatever your league is, you could start to kind of remember how the layouts have been, and I think you could relatively make a good guess of like how it'll play. You know? And so just think about that in practice. Chess like,
right there.
Yeah, like I feel like WCPPL layouts this year haven't been quite as fast as our NXL layouts.
No,
like,
I agree. I think the snake, there was the one with the can, there was like a little hop across to the snake. There was the one with the big wedges on the snake. We'd have to pull out a couple of the layouts, but yeah, it hasn't been as fast. I think at the last one there was snakes on both sides. Technically, there was that little Dorito snake thing. Yeah. But
there's a lot more heads up battles too, I think. On the WCPP layouts versus like what I feel like a lot of the NXL ones have been like tricky. There's like 3 interior spots that could, or that may be or might not be looking at you or shooting a lane that you have to like deal with, versus there's some traditional paintball mix in with the new bunker kits in WCPPL as well as USXPL.
Oh, and that's what. How do you think, Damien, Jason's been using? Because I remember everybody was super worried about how he's going to use those snake beams. Remember, we wanted to get him on. We're like, we need you to get on. Like, how are you going to use all these snake beams? He's like, dude, don't even worry about it. You know, like he's like, just let me handle that. You know, I think he's done a really good job. And have we had a diamond yet? No.
The closest thing we had was Philadelphia with a square in the center.
Where there's a square in Philly?
Yeah, the blind layout. the center structure that was like
Yeah, I mean, that was
square.
kind of like a diamond.
Philly, Atlantic City.
Atlantic City.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
It had the.
That was
Oh
where you
yes,
went
yes.
around.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
box.
thinking the 50 had that the
No,
little
no, the
wings,
box.
the legs. Yeah. Have you ever looked at that from above?
No, is it cool?
It looks like like a person that ate a Lego, like a big fat person
Oh, a Lego.
sideways. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like those are his legs that are on the outside,
Oh.
and then it's like sideways.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, what's-
Oh. Yeah.
On especially like blind layouts, and I guess it's like for both of you guys, like the newbies are very notorious for wanting to dedicate like a whole practice day to like drills, and I'm completely against that. I think like drills is something that should be done like kind of on your own time
Is it? Are you on the layout?
on the layout. Like I think it all is like
Well, what type of drills?
just like shooting from different like spots off the break, mainly like shooting off the break and like different routes and like where these shots can land, this and that. I am a big like advocate of running points to understand the tempo of the layout, and I think a lot of people like I get 50-50 on the team with people that like support it and some people that just don't.
How
But,
many
like-
days of practice do you guys do?
2.
I think it's probably important to do half of one of those days. Set up. I mean, if we were talking about shots off the break, like you have to. I think it's really important to know where those shots are landing.
But I mean, realistically,
So-
is that something that takes?
Yeah, great, and Earl has a good point. I think a good mix, right? You have two. Well, it depends also, right? And this is actually a really good point. How do you practice for a layout in 2 days? We'll be on it for 4 days. You guys will probably be on it for at least 4 days. The Russians will be out there for weather dependent. I
Yeah.
think someone mentioned that they'll be there for
45 days.
Most
45
divisional
days.
teams have max 2 days.
Yeah, most divisional teams have max 2 days, and in those 2 days, there's usually splitting the field with another
2 teams.
at minimum.
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 Split
It's a
deck,
four
most of the
team
time,
split
4
deck.
teams, yeah.
A lot of teams, especially if you're playing closer to the venue. So if you're in Florida, there's probably going to be 10 teams playing at the layout. I mean, remember how busy Legacy? No, it's Legacy is what it's
Yeah,
called now.
yeah.
Central Florida Paintball has been in the past. There's just been every field was crammed, and when you're dealing with that, how are you even supposed to get on the field to do drills? Because you're like, hey guys, we were gonna play a point, which lasts about a minute and a half, but do you think we can do drills for a minute? Like that's not gonna work. So how do you manage your team your time? And Earl has a really good point. That's a great way to break down the layout. I think that you play some points, then you back up, and you figure out if it's just you guys. If you have the field with you and some teams, you should play some points, and then collectively you should back up and be like, okay, where are we struggling, or what is working, or where are guys getting? All right, you guys we're gonna run to the snake 10 times. You guys run to the snake 10 times, and we'll play a 10-second point. And kind of like dictate it that way. Then you should do the drills like the 3-on-3s, the 5-on-3s, because it's absolutely right. Like you need to be able to do it. Now, are you guys going to do snap shooting drills? No, but you should be doing breakout drills on the layout to make sure that you can shoot a guy. I mean, think about it. Like just so everybody can. I know everybody understands how important it is to shoot a guy off the layout, but you're removing 20% of the other team if you can eliminate a guy off the break, and if that guy is someone who was about to run to the snake and crawl behind you. So back up to the Chicago event, where you could barely see the guy run to the snake or that Dorito side. If you could shoot that guy and make it, you're on their side right away. If you don't see the guy because you weren't practicing how to shoot the lane, off the back or up the front, and he makes it in there and you guys die, he's on your side of the field. So I think that there's a little bit of both of those.
Well, the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of, like, most commonly, like, divisional teams do not have the funding to, like, have a specific assigned coach, right? And if they do have a coach, it's probably somebody that's fairly new into paintball and, like, wants to take on, like, this management, like, coaching position. They're super, like, motivated for it. But, like, the whole, having 2 days on a layout and not really getting as much time on learning the tempo and the speed of the layout, like, it's happened to us where we've gone into a match and we've played against a team like Wrecking Crew, for example. Like, they played super, super aggressive in Chicago, and we were just not, we never saw it in practice. So we had no idea. We were just like taken away, and then like we don't have. I mean, we had a coach that event, Nikki, but prior we never do. So it's like it's very hard for us to adjust to these things that we've never experienced. So most of the times, like the chances are we're gonna lose the match, just because they're gonna be ahead already by the time we figure it out. Like just speaking like statistically.
You can also do situational things. So like minute points.
Yeah.
Or tell the team, and go back and switch off with the team that you're practicing. And then another way too to like utilize sharing a field is just do like 5-second breakouts. You can get a lot done in a short amount of time with those, and also start to work on your shots off the break. Again, if you're sharing a field with someone. But I also think like there's a part of being honest with yourselves in whatever respectful division that your team is in, that if you know that you're not a powerhouse team and you don't have like the player experience and skill to compete with maybe say like the top 6 teams in your division, you should put more emphasis on break shooting to give yourself a more fighting, like be in the fight more times than not and get a 5-on-4 if you think that you're going to struggle 5-on-5.
Yeah.
So maybe if you could put yourself in that higher percentage.
Yeah, and that's an interesting one. Okay, how do you best teach or emphasize to teams that you coach not to lose in high body situations? Like what is the best thing? I mean, now the Narcos guys, when we played last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and then again they played Aftermath this weekend, they're obviously punching up quite a bit. But they would get up a body or two, maybe shoot a guy off the break, or they'd get a good kill, and then pretty much fumble the bag every single time. Now that's a different kind of, that's a little bit different look, because obviously it's a top 10 pro team versus a premier team, but it's just every team is like plagued with this problem. There's like very rarely are teams excellent at not giving the body back. So what would you say? Is it a mentality thing? Is it something you could practice? Or do you think that you should just kind of go, all right, hey, we're going to break out and I'm going to pull one of you guys because someone's going to die anyways. Like,
I think it's people getting comfortable. I think it's they know they can take that extra risk in a move because they know there's one less gun on the field. And, it might not be the best. I don't know if that makes sense. What?
You gotta speak up.
I gotta speak up?
It's just in the mic a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people get comfortable, like people get complacent, and they take unnecessary risk because there's one less gun on the field. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it comes down to. Like people are like, oh fuck, okay, we killed one person, now let me go make this move and kill everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just like that one move turns into
the I shot my guy.
Yeah.
Mindset.
Yeah.
I shot my guy, so you guys should be shooting guys too. Mm-hmm. I can take a little bit more of a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like it's like so difficult. So like, dude, just with the exception of we're down 3 points, like just melt these guys,
Yeah.
Don't try to do too much. I think it's guys, they either get too comfortable or they get too antsy. Mm-hmm. Right? That's
I always like to tell my front guys too, like if you do, especially if you get 2 kills yourself, that third kill, don't like reach for it. Make them come bunker you out.
Yeah.
Because we'll most likely get that third kill. So like once you get the 2 kills, stay alive.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, if you get personally 2 kills, stay alive. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in a really vulnerable spot somewhere, maybe at the 50 or on their side, because they're really trying to dig you out there. Let them come take you off the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good point, and I try to emphasize this a lot. Like, if you get to the other team's side of the field, let me as a coach, I would rather have a conversation with your back guy for letting you get bunkered or not killing the guy than have to tell you to stay alive when you get into that spot if you've done all that hard work, right? Like let's let you get bunkered because you're at this point the carrot on the stick, and then hopefully we shoot the guys, and if we don't, we'll have a conversation about that. Yeah. Rather than like that, because that's way more high level, and we can be like, hey, let's follow our guys up, let's get in position, let's do X, Y, and Z, and talk about it, rather than what guys normally do, which they go up there, they get a kill, and they're on another team's side of the field, and they're like, okay, what do I do now? And then they come over the top and try to like get another kill, and they either get dinked out or they trade or something. You know, it's like you've thrown away some other opportunities. And maybe that's it. Just anxiousness.
Yeah.
Just a lot of anxiousness.
I think a lot of times too, just the paintball players in general, and this even happens in pro, like whatever skill level, is good reminders, like always to put yourself in the other players, whoever your opponent's shoes, and like what they're thinking about a lot. Because if you're in a 5-on-3 situation, the 3 guys have nothing to lose. Like they're expected to lose that point probably. So that's why you see a lot of times those 3 guys come back, because the 5 are playing like super safe, or they're not trying to like coordinate and close and apply and continually apply pressure on those 3 guys. So they kind of like get a little bit lazy or complacent. Like you were saying, they don't close the game, while the 3 are just like, shit, we're supposed to lose this anyways, let's see what we can do. And then they end up sneaking out to spots, or getting in a position, and then start catching a few bodies here and there. This is not really on the same subject, but one thing I found that's really difficult to do, and I think it's on, if you're fortunate enough to have a coach or you're a player on the team that has the mental bandwidth to talk about this, is those points when you're up, or matches when you're up and there's not a lot of time left and the other team needs 1 or 2 points, and they do come back and win it and tie it up or win it. You've seen those a lot. Here's a perfect example. It's a tie game and there's 45 seconds left, and we want to play it for overtime. A lot of times I've seen the other team blow the other team off the field and then come back and win just out of like laziness. And what I found just as a coach is that I whether you need to use your timeout there, or immediately as you're seeing that situation develop, that it's going to be tied with not a lot of time left, you need to explain in depth to each individual player as fast as you can in time intervals. Like for 20 seconds, you're going to shoot this shot off the break and then cross and just protect like the Dorito 4 to Dorito 50 move after you count down like 10 seconds in your head. Otherwise, especially like as the lower divisions of worse, you see it like everyone's looking the same way and somebody just comes down the field. There's a big part of those low time points where there needs to be like switches that happen. You can't just stay exactly in the same place, because people start to find the holes and break through. So I think that's something important that needs to be discussed as fast as you can.
And yeah, Damien, just back to your original point. Absolutely, individual skill like drills need to be hashed out. How many points would you say you guys run on your team in a day at a practice?
Very, very minimal.
Get a little closer. The mic's
probably,
you gotta get you. Don't put your hands in front of your face, like the whole deal.
I would say probably like average maybe 20 to 25 points a day.
Oh, that's a good amount of points.
Yeah, I mean you're also talking about 2 days.
But
and
that's why
so
we're
20 to 25 points on Saturday. A little fewer on Sunday.
Fewer on Sunday because everybody's flying out.
Yeah, so I'd say collectively maybe average, throwing out a number, 45 points on a weekend.
Yeah, I mean there is something to also the fact that there is a point when you're just kind of beating a dead horse, as they say, right? Mm-hmm. We kind of try to cut it off at about 30 points
in a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is not many more than what you guys are doing. And we have 10 guys playing, so everybody's playing about 10 guys depending on how many people show up.
You're right, but then you're coming back the next day with a different approach to the game and a different
for sure,
way of playing it. My point, right? But it's like it's continuous points on this layout, getting a different read on tempos.
Do you say that you guys could do a better job of breaking down what to do throughout the day? Maybe do you guys take breaks in the middle?
Not
or you kind of
really,
just go just rip it?
Not really, and I think a lot of teams can probably do the same thing. People play points on a layout as many as they can because they feel like that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
just need to do what they got to do and play the points, and that's the practice. That's how practice is on a layout.
So here's a couple things, and this is that's the difference of a pro team and a non-pro team. Okay, is the preparation, the approach overall. Okay, a sixth grade Pop Warner flag football team is probably not doing the same reps that who's your team? The Dolphins are doing. You know what I mean? Young kids.
Don't say it like that. All right, relax. We're hurt right now. We're struggling.
Yeah.
Right. Relax. We're gonna get there. Eventually.
At least you're not
After
Kyle's Panthers and
after the
Chris.
sixth concussion,
Dude,
we'll get there.
Sheer wears Carolina Panthers underwear and socks. That's how big
Aren't they,
of a
like,
fan.
horrible?
That's how big of a fan he is of the Carolina Panthers. And it's like he gets like the notifications on his phone.
You do
He's
wear
got
shark
his
socks,
I wear shark socks when I'm hunting.
which is when you're playing paintball.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means it's pretty much in the same like living situation as dolphins.
Yeah, I guess we share.
We
yeah.
live in the same house.
Yeah, we
guys
we
share.
live in the same neighborhood,
there
I
you go.
suppose. But thanks for keeping the waters over our heads safe.
I got you, buddy. Anytime. But anyways, okay, go ahead.
I kind of lost my train of thought. Okay, so it's
No,
all
like,
about preparation,
different- yeah,
right?
preparation.
So maybe there's something to that, right? You guys need to get your points in and your reps in as best you can. B, take some time to talk about what is going on that layout. And I don't have an opportunity to coach a team on a non-blind layout, right? Our stuff, we go to practice, we get what we can done, we try to work some other things. If we're really struggling at something, we'll kind of pull each other aside and say, hey, look, we're doing something different. Yeah. But for the most part, blind layout practices are what they are. It's just kind of like, let's get through the reps, let's try to shoot some guys off the break when we can. But for layout practices, you need to really approach it from a we want to win standpoint, which is also why like it's absolutely bonkers to me knowing kind of like what the entrance fees are and these other things when people show up with their guns haven't been cleaned or they haven't bought new cleats or their pods are like super mismatched when you got Gen X offering their pod deals. Like make sure that you come out with like your best foot forward. And I understand that like a lot of it's vacation and we're trying to win because we really want to win and we're kind of putting this time there but at the same time like I've seen guys on your team like walking around drinking beers. Like I see people just getting hammered at the field. It's like I don't play till afternoon tomorrow. It's like okay, well but it's all about the approach. But again, you have to take that with a grain of salt with how much time people have on days off where they're supposed to be with their family or they should be with their family or their whoever it is or whatever else they have going on. They put a lot of time into prepping for this sort of events. But that's the difference between a pro team and a non-pro team. Mm-hmm. Okay, is the preparation and how to deal with it. And what does your coach bring to the table as far as that preparation?
The nights of those after that first day of practice too should be like have a minimum hour-long meeting.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good point, Kyle. Is we've kind of gotten away from that.
If you're not all going to be together that night, which I think it's better to like decompress from the day, maybe go eat some food, and then be all together at night where you're fresh to think about it. If you can't do that though, I would do it like right after you're done playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Chris, mismatched pods are not good. And by mismatch, I don't care if the colors. I don't care about the colors. You can have a red and a blue, as long as you don't have white pods. But you don't want like. We had these knockoff Gen X pods. We had these Falcon pods that somehow got mixed into our stuff at the Clowns vs. Zombies. And the first time I run out there, we got 7 pods on my back. I'm about to stay out there for a field day. I'm going to be out there for an hour. All 4 of them that I had just were already open in the back of my pack, which is annoying. But like if you've got pods that have like tape on them that are hard to get out of your pack, you've got some that are those especially if you're using those eject packs, which are meant to be as tight as possible, and you've got those thick ribbed lock lid pods with like mud in the buttons, you know, and then you've got another one that slides right out, and then you got a Tipman pod, and you got a Virtue pod with a stupid bubble on it that shakes all the time. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, just get... I don't know that any pro team... It's the same funny thing like when we say tank sizes, too. It's like everybody's got the same size tanks. It's like some people use 68s, some people use 80s, but like we're right there. Like you pick up anybody's gun and it's going to be right about here. Nobody uses 45 cubic inch tanks in the pros. So you should probably use what the pros use. And I think the same thing goes for the Gen X pods and stuff, which is, you know, trying to emulate
Unless you're
the
like
guys.
14 and really small.
If you're
You don't need to.
14 and really small, you use a 45, don't you?
No, you both use 45s.
That was a good joke. That was a good one.
Dude, WDP Fat Boy pods, if you still have some of those, I do endorse those. Those things were dope too. They're pretty much they're tip number 4, use what the pros use. Very similar to the Gen X Global pods actually. So all right.
And I think another good tip too, if you're at a field where they close early because they need to clean the field, offer to clean the field for them, and then the field will stay open longer. Because that's why most of the time why they need to close early.
There you go.
No?
Help clean. Tip number 5. And I thought you were gonna say get there early. I was like,
Well, that's for sure.
That
I
would
mean,
have
that,
Dynasty ain't getting there early.
Kyle ain't getting there.
well, you know, something I did for the last event, because I know that I take forever to get ready before we play, and I wanted to walk the field a lot before ASG set up the field for the last layout, like the day before I left to fly
you
out.
went up there.
So I drove up there and just walked the field for an hour and a half. So I already had that fresh in my mind going into practice. I didn't have to spend as much time, and I could work on just getting ready and warming up and whatnot.
All right, I'm gonna shut off the raffle in 5 minutes, guys, and then that way it'll give us a couple of minutes so I can start ripping.
What do you got in there?
Oh, and another thing, dude. One thing that Mikey
Yeah.
Arena did, and it's like something so simple and something so
Notes.
just small, was at the layout. Literally take photos from every bunker
Oh yeah.
and just look at it at night. Like even if I don't know, just look at them. Like I don't know, like you don't have to look that deep into it. Just like I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Just like. Look at him. It sticks in your memory. When you ever see something like it's
how
like a
deeply
name,
should
when
you look into his eyes?
When you associate something, a name with something, right? It sticks, right? It's the same thing with these photos, right? When you constantly see these photos from the same bunker.
Oh, I thought you were saying when you look into Mikey's eyes. Don't look in too deep, but like you can look pretty deep.
Anyways, that was a horrible tongue twister. I couldn't even get that out of my mouth. Anyways, dude, Cup 30 days away.
Yep, 30 days in
I'd
the
say
way.
it,
What are
we're
you doing
gonna-
to prep?
Dude, I'm going to the gym. Just been getting big. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, you've been running a lot. Sheesh.
But yeah, no, I've been running a lot.
So tell me this thing. You lost a bet, you guys bet. You were trying to explain to me why you were gonna go run 10 miles, and like running 10 miles, I can't even wrap my head around a marathon. But like at least there's a competition there. But like running for 10 miles, I feel like I don't even know what.
Yeah, like I
do
wish
you
you
just
guys,
keep going?
I wish you guys were cooler in the sense where like you guys would play this game. It's like, what are the odds? I'm sure a lot of people have
Okay,
played it
so
before.
explain the game.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, like for example, hey, what are the odds you go jump off this bridge right now?
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, damn, all right, 10. And then you'd be like, all right, you count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and you both say a number from 1 to 10. If you guys say the same number, then that person has to do it.
Jump off the bridge.
Yeah, but if you say a number that adds up to 10, then you both have to do it.
Jump off the bridge.
Yes. Right? So his quick play was
Kyle,
run
will you
10
play it
miles.
with him real quickly? Because I'm having a hard time wrapping around my knowledge of probability
what are
and
the odds
statistics.
we go run 5 miles right now?
Do you tell him? Do you say it out loud?
And
Now
say-
I tell you, and then you choose a number, like any number, like don't be a like a baby and say like 40 because it increases your odds, right?
Okay.
So just be a man and be like 10 because like our rule is never go above 10. But it can't be gay, it can't hurt you, and you can't get you in trouble.
Okay,
Those are the three
wait.
rules.
You say 1, 2, 3, and then I say a number?
No, you just say, like, what are the odds you want to give that bet right now? That you run 5 miles? Like, you choose a number.
Does he say it out loud?
You want to say 9?
Sure.
Okay, so now on the count of 3, we're going to say a number from 1 through 9.
Okay.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, 7.
2.
That's 9. That means we both got to do it.
Oh.
So we got to go run.
Shit.
No, I'm
So the
serious.
odds
You
of
gotta go
me
run for 5
running,
miles now.
I would say 0.
Well, then you're screwed because I'm going to say 0 and you're going to say 0.
But I would not do it. Do you understand what the
I
odds?
know what you're saying,
Do you
but-
understand? Do you understand how what the words that are coming out of your mouth actually mean? The odds of me running 5 miles, 0. Okay, so if you said 0 and it added to 0, I'd say, well, I'm not doing it because the odds of me actually going to do it is 0.
Well, then I wouldn't play What Are the Odds with you.
Okay. Damien been on the water too long.
David's brain is cooked on blood without having to smoke.
Still a deputy.
You got me.
Tip number 7: don't listen to Damien and odds. But okay, I kind of like it. I think maybe we rename that game instead of What Are the Odds.
It's called either What Are the Odds or Quick Play.
Why don't you just say it's called Quick Play?
Oh, you know what that is?
No, but that just makes way more sense than What Are the Odds because, like, what are the odds? 9 out of what?
Yeah, that's why I tell you what it is, and then you choose what you want the odds to be.
But the odds have to stack up against something. It's not just odds. It's just a 9. What above what? Like out of.
That's it. That's what you choose
That's
the
not-
odds.
It's okay. Anyway.
How bad do you want to do it?
Okay.
But anyways,
Quick Play. All right, I see.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
No, I like this game. That's actually kind of
it's
cool.
fun.
Right.
It's
as
actually
long as
fun.
it's not like a obnoxiously long physical challenge.
yeah.
What
like
are the
kayaking.
odds that you come surfing with me on the next big day?
Well, that can get me hurt.
No. No. It's not gonna get you hurt.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so go ahead. Hit me. Get a number.
I don't know. 10. I never go above 10.
10. Okay. Ready?
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 5.
9.
Oh, damn.
Anyways,
So
find
now,
me a cup.
now neither one of us have to do it.
Yeah, we're good. And
Ah, lame.
find me a cup, and then let's play with quick play.
Dude, I like that game.
It's fun.
Yeah.
can
What
be
are the
fun.
odds? All right, I'm gonna open this thing up right now because I just got it, and this is my Dynasty Champs Club. Mine came in late. Dynasty Champs Club gifts. Oh, and my look at that. I got a American flag jersey. Ooh. Was this the favorite part? Or your favorite part of being on the team? You weren't on the team when we got Champs Club stuff, right?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were.
I got some glasses and a wallet
Oh yeah.
that I still use.
Yeah, I still use one.
Dude, Dynasty
Amazing
Brute
one.
Soap.
Wow.
The glasses that you guys had were dope.
Yeah, I think we got extras. I mean, they're certainly doper than those glasses you have right there. Dude, check this thing out.
So is
I've
all the
only
champ
seen
clubs,
pics-
I remember giving.
Yeah,
this?
everybody got these, and everybody got Dynasty slides also.
slides.
Yeah.
Like
So we
what-
got a towel last year, but look at this. This is a sweet Dynasty towel.
It actually smells really good too.
Yeah, that's the soap.
Oh wow,
Wasn't there? How sweet is this towel?
dude, you gotta.
Nice.
That's actually pretty sick.
I think Alex drew it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
This is kind of cool.
It's sweet, yeah.
Damn.
Damn, look at that.
Next month's gonna be dope. You see these?
What is this? Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you can like.
You could. These are self-defense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a weapon.
Yeah, weapons. Do you think that, and I think this is more of a question for Chris Shear or Pate Smith, but do you think that if you use this in self-defense and like seriously injured somebody, am I liable
Self-defense,
also?
dude.
No, am I also liable because I'm on the card?
Nice.
What do you think?
Nice.
No, dude, he's good to go. Self defense.
Self-defense. Dude, good to go. Self-defense.
Good to go.
All right. No, thank you, Doc. Doc, are you a there we go, a little toiletry kit. You see the Dynasty slides? The slides are dope.
So wait, so the sliders already went out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn. Yeah, because somebody had.
Yeah, everybody's already got theirs. Mine just came in late. My stuff came in late because
Where's the slides?
Yeah, let's see.
I was wearing them the other day. You haven't seen them? Dude, they're cool.
Oh, I think it did.
And listen, I'm
Yeah, I did see it.
gonna throw out a disclaimer here. I am not a slides guy. That's Marcelo is for sure
He is.
100% the slide guy. and he wears slides with socks in the rain, which is just kind of blows my mind. But I sent him a picture the other day, and I was wearing my slides with socks. It wasn't raining, but I said, look, I'm not buying into this thing at all, and I'll never wear these in public. But they're awfully convenient. Because you can't wear flip-flops with socks, right?
No, I mean, I wear them in airports.
With socks on?
Yeah.
Flip-flops with your toes, like Ninja Turtle
those?
toes?
No, you don't do those.
Yeah, slides, dude.
Yeah. Okay,
Slides. Okay.
Those are sandals. Slides are the things that you slide your foot in through.
Yeah, flip-flops are sandals also, but flip-flops is like kind of like just the nomenclature for flip-flops because they go like this. It's like a flip and a flop.
Flip-flop.
Yeah. If you were to describe the sound that a flip and a flop make, can you do that with one hand and flip flip?
All right, wait. Are we doing this wheel thing?
Yeah, we're gonna do the wheel. All right.
Let's do the wheel.
Last chance here to do the wheel. We got over $1,000 donated for hurricane disaster relief efforts. So thank you guys so very much. And for sure, Jason Motto, I will rock New Balance cleats, but not Crocs. You see these things? Dude, these are fresh. These are super fresh.
These are pretty cool.
These ones are cool. These are gonna be my park cleats. I was gonna run in the park today, but I was gonna bring the kids. It wasn't happening today. It wasn't happening. So all right, wheel of names going in to everybody who has donated so far. Let's see. David Hay is the last one on the list here for now. So got a bunch of gifts to give away. I'm gonna start with a Greenspan jersey. Okay, Greenspan Dynasty jersey from Atlantic City. Then we've got, let me see here on the back. We've got Island Designs has donated they've got the Spicka Span strap that he made a couple of, and an Island Designs HORMESIS headband. So we're going to be giving away 2 of those. I've got a USA jersey, handful of HORMESIS prizes. We'll give away the Pate Smith Tiger Wear collab shirt. That's pretty dope.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, that's real dope. I actually like that. I wore that on out there on the plane. I like it because it's got a high neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like heavy. Have you felt that thing?
Yeah, I
Weight
just
to
did.
it. No, but you
pretty
gotta
heavy.
hold it. No, you gotta hold. See that now?
It's like,
Yeah,
really heavy.
really got a heavy. And usually when the winners, the first place winners will go ahead and choose who get the funds, but it's going to go to North Carolina Community Foundation for the Hurricane Helene, and then a Hurricane Milton incoming right now to Florida. We're going to give it to this Pensacola, Florida, called Community Organizations Active in Disaster Incorporated. So just so you guys know, because we will be having our large scale charity raffle coming up here towards the end of the year, where I'll be giving away that NECTR Force. But just so you guys all know, the way that we generally do these fundraisers is, if you guys are unsure of who to donate to, there's a great website called charitynavigator.org to find out. And it's actually, if you guys are giving any money to charity, please go to this website and look up the charity first before you continue to give them to them, because it shows what the CEOs get paid. It shows where the money goes. It shows how much percentage, because in order to be a nonprofit, I believe you only have to give away like 8% of your funds. I could be kind of off on that, but you don't have to give away all your money. The rest of it can go to extravagant parties, fundraising. So it actually shows how much of every dollar raised actually goes to the charity. And these are really important factors to know when you guys are donating it. You can also look up 501c3 online, but charitynavigator.org rates the charities based on their donations, what they give out, as well as CEO pay and executive pay. Because I want to say, if you look up, it's actually kind of crazy, but if you look up, like, I don't know if it's Red Cross or they're actually pretty good. There's one of these big ones that's like the CEO drives like a company Bentley and gets like $500,000 a year, and it's like, obviously it's a big organization. They're big organizations, but you can kind of You can kind of look and see what each person is, but this one actually the Red Cross is also pretty good. But yeah, you can kind of look down at all their stuff, and some of the places that seem to be really good. Is it Goodwill? I think you're right. Actually, you are right about that. I think it is Goodwill. But there's a bunch of different Goodwill. Goodwill of Southern California, not good. But there's a bunch of different Goodwills. But yeah, I think the Goodwill overall is not the best. But yeah. Anyway, CEO gets paid fat. Yeah, I think it is Goodwill. You guys are right. So, all right. And not all charities are slimy, but yes, Wounded Warriors also got busted. They're not very good either, unfortunately. It's a bummer, man. It really is. It really is.
A lot of people donate to that.
I know a lot of people donated to it. I think they got busted. Oh, whoops! I'm throwing up my bunch of stuff here. All right, so let's get straight to it. Kyle, can you watch the? Oh, actually, Alex. You guys can see the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go with the Dynasty jersey signed right here. I'm gonna remove the names as soon as you guys do it. So yeah, we're you do find OG paintball gear. Yeah, Jason Motter does score there somehow. Art.
It's probably where
Art
that one
Samad.
guy got that impact long sleeve.
Yo, that was epic.
That was awesome.
That was insane.
All right, Art just won a Dynasty jersey coming up. USA jersey is going to... Oh, is that Kevin? Kevin Verastuggi. I probably just completely... How do you say his last name?
Verastegi.
Oh, I could get behind that.
Finally.
I knew that name looked familiar. I believe Art.
Americo Vespucci?
No, Art.
Was that Art?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He got something from Tigerware.
Hey,
Nice.
shout out to Art.
Winner,
Jose
chicken dinner.
Bernabe.
Yeah, I ordered a headband.
He
Delivered today.
he deserves to win it. Got a headband from you.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
He lives in San Diego, too.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Priority shipping right there.
Priority shipping, dude. Whoops. Whoop, whoop.
Josh
Cathers. We're going. These are the Island Design straps and HORMESIS bands. Okay. Hey, yeah, Jose B. Joe B getting it, dude. Let's go. Almost again. Kyle Mooney. You are getting a HORMESIS prize.
Kyle Mooney.
Alrighty. How many is that? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's how you say it.
What is it?
Like when people moon somebody.
Yeah.
Like I always think when I see that name.
Oh, so Mooney.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben. Oh, John Lewis.
Dude, he said I got his name right. Veras. I can't say it again.
Vera.
Yeah, Veras. Yeah, I gotta see the name again to pronounce it.
So wait, I didn't do it?
No, yeah, he said
Damn.
that.
Nobody ever does.
That's crazy.
Dude, good job,
Yeah,
man.
no, man.
Look
Come
at that.
on,
Jermaine Ferrer.
Not what I do with my last name.
How do you say his name?
Yeah,
you write.
Germain
you read them off.
Germain Ferrer.
Germain. Can you get closer to the mic though? They want to hear your voice.
Oh no, Germain, because Germain would be the J. So Germain Ferrer.
How do you spell? There's a guy in here. I guess his name must be Goff. How do you say his name right there?
Oh,
Can you ever heard name?
Geoff Knapp.
That's Jeff, but okay. Go ahead and.
I assume that's Schlee for Ashley, short for Ashley,
Oh,
or Schley Shapiro.
Shapiro.
Sorry if you're a dude and I thought you were Ashley, but there's Ashleys that are dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay. That's not what I do with my last name.
Josh Cathers again.
Oh, Josh Cathers going out here with another prize. Okay, we're gonna spin it 2 more times. We've got this shirt going out.
Yeah.
All right. Dude, you know what's also Chris? Ooh, go ahead. Can you give this one for me? Sorry.
Ooh, Chris Almendinger. Almendinger. Almendinger.
That's pretty good.
Is that actually correct?
I mean, I don't know Chris Almendinger, but
I just feel like
it sounds good to me. It sounds really good to
doesn't
me.
sound right.
Here we go. Oh, Michael, no, Josh again!
Almendinger.
Dude, Josh comes up three times.
Again?
Yeah.
Is there like there's no limit how many times you can win?
Well, I mean, he bought a bunch of tickets.
Oh.
Yeah. Josh bought. Let me go ahead and. Josh bought a lot of tickets. I mean,
Damn, dude, well deserved.
yeah. So thank you guys very much. Right there. Let's see. Where's Josh? Josh Cathers. Yep. There it is.
Oh.
Dude, he bought 3 tickets and won 3 times.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Dude. Yeah. There you go.
Flawless.
That is.
Dude, flawless victory for Josh Cathers. Go ahead and buy a lottery ticket and then split some of the proceeds with the Spicka Span Show, and then the
Unless you won all your winning potential here.
unless you blew all
Versus
your winning
here.
potential here.
What about
All right, so I'm gonna calculate all of the funds that were raised. Might be close to 1,100, and I will get both of those off. I'm gonna post them up to the Spicka Span Show page, profile page. So we'll have the receipts up there as soon as the funds are delivered this evening. So congratulations to Almendinger, dude. You got it.
Dude, that's fucking...
Look at, dude, you should go buy a lottery ticket.
I am.
Yeah. Because Kyle, why don't you guys run over there? Because Kyle and you have to run 5 miles.
Yeah, I'm actually. We
Oh,
actually
Josh bought 5. Sorry.
We didn't say when though.
Josh bought
I
5
said now.
tickets.
Well, we didn't do it then.
Well, we have to do it. We can quick play again for a later date.
Oh, yeah, you did 5. Bought them 2 different times. This morning and this afternoon.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, dude. Whoops.
Hell yeah.
So, again, thank you guys all tremendously for all of your support. Thank you guys for donating to the charity. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Spicka Span Show. Damien, great work today. This is your best showing yet, I think.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
Always.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
How was the smoothie stuff?
Great. I only
is
had
good.
one of the bags. I didn't try the other flavors.
I've got something for you because I saw that there was a you have like one of those little shots, the little immunity shots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got a bag. Did you try those yet? The immunity ones?
No,
I got a bunch of stuff from Pate Foods, which is like a frozen, organic, like delicious kind of smoothies mainly, but they've got other little snack pieces, and they make these like immunity shots, frozen, ginger turmeric shots. You can eat them whole. They suggest that you mix them in like some water, so it kind of like, but it's like one of those shots, but like a cute ice cube. Yeah, I got a bunch of it. So, all right, let's see. Do we need to leave anybody with anything? If we forgot anything, go ahead and remind us. Big shout out and big thank you to all the show supporters. Thank you guys all who are members of the show. Josh, you got to join the show, my man. And then we should make Josh an emoji just for winning all those prizes. Yeah, and Mr. Kev, I'm gonna look through it. I didn't get a chance. The kids, I'm gonna try to look through it tonight, but I did get the link. So thank you, Kev, for dude. He has basically it's a DJI version of a GoPro that's like a third of the price and exactly the same size. Does everything the exact same way. And I used it this weekend, so I'm going to look at some of the footage there today. That was pretty cool. So thanks for letting me have that. Thank you all the Dynasty Champions Club members who joined and who showed up over the weekend. It looks like we're going to have a 10-man for the Champs Club who's going to be out there. And maybe we get you on the team?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're in.
Count me in.
Kyle is not. Look at us working.
Dude, come on. We got to quick play him. You play.
Dude, quick play.
There you go.
Let's quick play Kyle.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll talk to Grayson Golf. Maybe we'll get him on there. Talk about it. Oh my gosh, you know what we need to do right now? I almost forgot. Did you hear that HBO has that new documentary about Bitcoin where they're supposedly going to release the name or the person, the Satoshi Nakamoto guy, and they said the quote is that when they drop who actually created Bitcoin, it's gonna send shockwaves through the market and have huge implications on the election. I've got a bunch of Coinbase calls going into tomorrow, so hopefully Bitcoin shoots through the roof. Otherwise, hopefully the shockwaves, that's in 10 minutes.
Oh, they are.
They're showing this thing. There's a documentary on it. Big shout out to Grayson Goff and SMR. If you know, you know.
You don't think it's already like priced in?
No, because they haven't. Like, who knows? I mean, someone knows. I haven't looked at like the dark pool stuff and who's buying what. But
We'll call Carter after we get off the phone.
let's call Carter.
Yeah.
Because anybody here have any BTC that we need to take a look at?
BTS.
BTC, baby.
Oh,
BTS. You're thinking of behind the
Behind the
scenes.
scenes, yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Where I'm
That's your Google search history that I'm not trying to even think about.
Bitcoin.
All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. If you are at SC Village on Saturday, I'll be there with Omega, and Sunday at ASG with the Narcos. Whoops, that wasn't the right picture. This is the one. Yeah. So what's your BTS, Tennessee?
Spicka Span
I can't talk about that right now. Until this whole computer's off.
All right, the mic's off. No, go ahead. The mic's off. Are you looking at your BTS right now?
No, dude. Just turn it